Let's just call it for what it is, an all-out brawl. This match is not an impressive display of holds. This is a war where two men are going to attempt to tear each other limb from limb and pulverize one another beyond recognition. And King, we have a front row seat. Fighting from a position of full health here. One of the top rivalries in the Celtic Warriors' career came in his beginnings with WWE. His battles against the Game Triple H. Sheamus went after the biggest shark in the water, and his encounters with Triple H were so physical, no one knew when, where, or how the rivalry would end.
Oh, wow, Cole. What a pick. I feel the rivalry between Sheamus and Triple H was so brutal, it helped define Sheamus early in his WWE career. I mean, these were the kind of fights where the men involved knew they would come out in worse condition than when they walked in.
There's no quit in these guys, but unfortunately only one of them can be victorious here tonight. He's bringing it back inside the ring now.
I can't blame him. Keep it in the ring.
Jerry, and talking about the conflict between Sheamus and the Canadian backbreaker is going to end this thing.
I think you're right, Cole. This is close to being over.
Sheamus shows us some clever offense here. Quick thinking to avoid that.
Oh, no. Wait a minute, Cole. What's he going to do here? Where did this explosion of offense come from?
The Apex Predator might be fading here. The Canadian backbreaker is going to end this thing.
I think you're right, Cole. This is close to being over. Let me tell you, Cole, there were times during the rivalry between the Celtic Warrior and Triple H that were hard to watch. That's how physical and brutal the action got between them. I mean, these matches definitely let the world know Sheamus was in WWE and looking to make an impact at any cost. Look out! Look out!
Surprised by a devastating kick.
Oh, man. Didn't see that one coming.
My God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
Man,
the Canadian backbreaker is going to end this thing.
I think you're right, Cole. This is close to being over.
Look past the ring at the thousands and thousands of WWE fans in attendance. Each and every one of them are having a great time tonight.
Oh, you're right.
Look at it catch him off guard.
Quick ref count. The name Orton and the word, what a win. Man, he's got to feel great. I can't believe what we saw during this one.
Here's your winner, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton.
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do. So damaging. So what do you think about Randy Orton?
The strategy for a superstar that's going up against Sheamus has to be not getting hit with his power moves. I mean, the Celtic Warrior has so many that can just knock you right into the middle of next week. But I think the most brutal is the Brogue Kick. If Sheamus connects with that, it's over.
Randy Orton is fulfilling his lifelong destiny. He was born to do this.
That's a textbook maneuver.
And that's patented Michael Cole.
Extra slow getting back to his base here. Great move. I'd say that's more embarrassing than anything else.
Oh, once you get out of the ring, anything can happen. Camel clutch locked in, wrenching on the neck and lower back.
Jerry, you saw your share of battles with Warriors throughout the years, and your strategy is the only way to go into a match against Sheamus. Stay away from his strength. If Sheamus starts getting on a roll with power moves, it's going to be over in a hurry. Oh, and if he nails you with the Brogue Kick, don't worry if the match is over. Worry if your head is still attached to the rest of your body.
You got that right, Michael. An opponent has to be willing to accept the fact that they will most likely be overpowered by Sheamus. A superstar must avoid getting caught in his power moves, and well, you said everything that needed to be said about the Brogue Kick.
What's he gonna do here? What's he gonna do here?
The Canadian backbreaker is going to end this thing.
I think you're right, Cole. This is close to being over.
Sheamus finding a path of destruction currently. You have to wonder what's going through these guys' minds in a match of this magnitude. Sheamus is a powder cake for a Temper King, and we've seen him explode many times with this app. The Canadian backbreaker is going to end this thing.
I think you're right, Cole. This is close to being over.
What a match this is going to be.
I've been looking forward to this one for a long time, Cole.
The Viper slithers out of the way.
Oh, slithers. I see what you did there, Cole. Very clever.
That was rough. Competing at full health here. Definitely in a good position. You talked about what happens when something sets Sheamus off, King, and the thing about it is it doesn't take much to set him off. Any excuse the Celtic Warrior can find to get himself fired up, he'll find it. He's had some very exciting rivalries over the past.
Hey, the shoulders are down.
Sickening thud as his body is driven to the mat.
We know what this is.
Oh, that's got to be it. Sheamus, how about that finishing move? Oh, looking to make a statement here.
You better look out. Here comes Randy Orton. His moves are so crisp, so devastating, and no wasted movement.
No, Sheamus really has had some ugly clashes in his career, hasn't he? That's what that temper has gotten him. Just think back to some of the wars he had with Daniel Bryan, Alberto Del Rio, and even Christian and Dolph Ziggler.
No way. What a move from Randy Orton. That's how you impress the WWE Universe, folks. Sheamus turns it around.
For a big guy, Sheamus sure is sneaky.
The Canadian backbreaker is going to end this thing.
I think you're right, Cole. This is close to being over. Okay, the question on my mind is, how do you beat a man like Randy Orton? I mean, he is such a veteran of the sport. Simply trying to convince yourself this will be an easy match is not even close to enough. All I'm saying is, his opponent needs a plan. Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here tonight. Boom! Oh, no. Wait a minute, Cole, what's he going to do here?
The Canadian backbreaker is going to end this thing.
I think you're right, Cole. This is close to being over. Not this.
He's looking at it again. Astonishing maneuver by Sheamus. He's setting it up.
Not this. Oh, that's got to be hit. Sheamus, how about that finishing move?
This should do it right there.
I think this is it.
Looking motivated now.
Oh, wait, nice reversal.
He's setting it up. Here we go. And Orton is rolling.
All the Vipers locked in. Randy's hearing the voices in his head. This is how he gets that focus, that strength. The Viper can dial up that intensity whenever he chooses.
It's just a matter of time now. They roll out of the ring, hoping to recover here.
He's still not through. Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you can find yourself in a world of hurt.
What's he going to do here? What's he going to do here? The Canadian backbreaker is going to end this thing.
I think you're right, Cole. This is close to being over.
6.
He may have to worry about internal injuries.
Well, the trick sometimes when you get outside the ring is survival. The match becomes almost secondary when you get near all these dangerous objects.
Cole, what's he got in mind?
Nowhere to go.
The body's taking some abuse here, but nothing that can't be shaken off. And here comes
Astonishing maneuver by Randy Orton.
1, 2, 3.
Here's your winner, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at this. This was a match that was simple.